Hey guys, how you doing? Just thought I'd put up a video about this Cobra Earn event. It's the roadmap for the future. Doesn't include anything about changing the scoring system, but just want to talk about this latest brilliant idea Wargaming has come out with for the Earn the Cobra. And I'm just going to show you some recent gameplay. For this one's from yesterday, and the rest from today. Just some examples. Yesterday, I noticed the first row. There's row or columns that you complete in order to, knock off in order to work your way up to the Earn this Cobra event. The very first one was to have two games where you have 50% or more health left. I said often in my videos, I'm lucky to even survive a match. Never mind, survive a win, right? I'm lucky to survive a win. I get focus fired so badly, and my whole most of my videos show this, and the entire Kill Beer playlist collection shows examples of this kind of thing that I'm talking about. So yesterday during this event, it was the first day of the event, yesterday, if you can call it an event or whatever it is during the Cobra. I played 14 games, and I survived one match over 14 games with more than 50% of my health left. So I didn't complete it. And then I played 5 games today. So now I'm showing you some of the gameplay from today. And it wasn't until the 6th game that I was able to survive a match with more than 50% of my health left. Sorry, excuse me. And so I looked again, and here this row is popping up again. This goes, I don't know if it resets or whatever. It goes back to square one. You have to had to complete 2 games again with, so that's 14 games yesterday, 5 games today, before I completed 2 matches with 50% health left. So it's 19 matches, right? So then I look today, and after I got that second one, and it's like reset. So I don't want to go through that again. That's going to take me forever. I already have the Cobra, but I'm just saying, I posted this video because I often make the claim that I get totally different wargaming experience from other guys. Completely, I get focus fired so bad. So just pay attention to some of the games I'm showing you here, where for instance, the guy in this match right here who finishes first on our team, but this is a loss, was right beside me, and he wasn't getting shot, he wasn't getting fired on, not till after I'm gone. Not consistently focus fired on. There's another game coming up where I'll show I'm in a German tier 10 tank that I got in one of the loot boxes, and I have an E5 right beside me. And that game ends up being a win, and the guy in that E5 has a really good game. Again, hardly anybody fired at him until after I was gone. He was right beside me. So, again, just backing up what I'm saying with some clips that show that, I'm clearly getting shot at when guys right beside me were open to fire as well. So I saw a video today where CC is explaining how this Earn the Cobra thing is, working, and I was perusing the comment section, and I read how guys have got entire rows and columns done on the very first day. I couldn't get even one done. Even survive a match with 50% of your health left. Couldn't get that done until I played 19 games. So at the end of this video, I'm gonna show you a collection of screenshots that show, just damage blocked and number of times hit. And with this new 249 light tank, it's not including those ones. This is pre the screenshots are pre. For the most part, they're pre that game, that tank being led into the game by Wargame. I don't include any, in other words, games with that tank in the shooting at me, right? Because that skews everything. Everything becomes meaningless now, including your statistics with that light tank in the game with the Gatling gun. So here I go, this guy in lining me up here. I'm done. I'm toast. And so I see how guys talking in the comment section of the CCs going on about this new event, and they get it done. Like, no problem. No problem at all. I cannot relate. I think my videos don't do well because guys just can't relate to, guys tend to gravitate to stuff they can relate to, but my wargaming experience is completely different than these CCs and every other guy that I've seen. PC or on console, doesn't matter. I haven't seen anybody get focus fire in this game the way I do. Not even close. Not even the most famous of CCs. So this guy right here that just got killed, he had a good game. The dude was beside me for the beginning part of that engagement. I didn't get shot at until I'm done, right? And I think yesterday I put up video showing a bunch of gameplay in the Hori one, and the last of which was just a brief gameplay showing it. As soon as I was spotted, I'm trying to get to safety behind some rocks, and I get obliterated so quickly. Here's another example of that. I'm trying to race over here to some safety, and there's so many dudes on the enemy team aiming at me, and I'm obliterated in an instant, in part thanks to that light tank, that 249. Here's an encounter battle. This is again another typical thing that I talk about in my videos, where I'm on these teams. No fucking clue. No clue what this game mode is. This is a tier 10 match, and guys don't know what this game mode is yet. They have no clue on my team. I lose almost, you know, I'd say 90%. I lose about 90%. That's probably a conservative estimate of all these encounter battles. Because I'm constantly put on the team that doesn't have a clue what they're doing. Whereas the enemy team, they know. You don't have a chance. Put on such teams that are so bad that, of course, when the enemy team is good, they're going to focus on the guy that they consider the threat. And if there's only one guy who knows what he's doing on the team, they're going to focus fire that guy. That guy's me with the freaking matchmaking I get in this game. It's unbelievable. So at the very end, I'm going to show you a bunch of screenshots about, you know, blocking damage and getting hit so many times. By far the most on my team. Which a good team, I've also shown videos on a good team. When a guy's getting focus fired like that, a good team should be able to take advantage of that. And I show those videos too of good teams where they do step up and take advantage. Hey, they're not shooting at me, so I'm gonna farm some damage. And they do, and we do get the victory. But those are extremely rare for me. Most of the time I put on teams that don't have a freaking clue. It's unbelievable. I watch these, you know, I stick around in a lot of my games. I don't exit right away in a lot of them in order to show you this kind of stuff and, you know, to talk about it and see what happens. I also watch, you know, these CCs, guys posting there on their channels on YouTube for both PC and console. And honestly, I don't see them getting fired, focus fired anywhere even close to what I do. Even when they're wide open, even when they're spotted. It baffles me. I saw a guy, an English guy, on the console side, and some of the things that come out of these English guys' mouths, it's just bizarre. One guy was talking about, you know, he likes to talk about where he goes on the map. And so he goes to his favorite spots on the map, and he sits there wide open, spotted. Nobody's firing at him. And you wonder, how the fuck can this guy get away with that? I can't get away with that for a split second. I'd be dead. And then he talks about, well, if you go to this spot and they go to, he's talking about an encounter battle actually. And if, you know, the encounter base is in the city, he says if you go to this spot, you can go and counter if the enemy pushes to the city, counter them there, and then race back to the spot. And they're like, fuck, man. And he's advising guys not to, you know, push on forward. So in other words, the CC is advising guys to camp and do these freaking things that are absolutely killing the gameplay. This is the match right here where the guy here, and E5 is beside me, and it gets the benefit of me getting focused out by the enemy, even though he's in a position to my ends up being to my left, where he's in a more vulnerable position than I am. But of course, they're shooting at me, not him. But to his credit, he takes advantage of it and has a very good game, and doesn't get killed right to the very end, because he's pushing it right to the very end. So I admired that, and I thought I better include this guy in this this little rant discussion because he had a good game. And a lot of times I have it on my channel. Guys will have excellent games who are right beside me, right in front of me, right behind me, and they're reaping the benefits of the enemy team shooting at me almost exclusively rather than them. So, back to the CCs, I just can't believe how nobody shoots at them. I can't believe it. I saw another one, another English CC on the console side, another English guy. And he goes from the right side of the map to the middle of the map. And on those same two spots where he was, if I go to those spots, there's 2 enemy artillery. Right, there's 2 artillery guys on each side, on each team. And they didn't, if I went to where he went in the first part on the right side of that map, he was on a snowy map, I would have gotten obliterated within seconds getting spotted by 2. If there's 2 artillery guys in the game, I'm probably not surviving. I'm very lucky if I survive one of those matches. Even if there's 1, I'm lucky to survive the match. Because as soon as I'm spotted, that guy, he's laying down shots on me until I'm dead, and then he will look at somebody else as soon as I'm spotted. So he goes from that spot on the right side and he goes to even more vulnerable position right in the middle of the map. And you know what? The artillery, he's spotted, and he's clearly open to hits from the artillery guys. The artillery guys shot at him twice. 1 time each guy. Like, it was kind of a quick succession. 1 artillery shot, then another artillery shot, and that's it. They never looked at him, ever shot at him for the entire rest of the game. So you can't say, well, he wasn't spotted. He wasn't spotted. He was spotted. His indicators are going up. They never, they shot at him twice in the entire match. And this guy's a CC. So, you know what I talk about in past videos. The matchmaking is controlled by Wargaming. Matchmaking is 100% in the hands of Wargame. You don't get to decide who your teammates are. RNG. Do you control RNG? No, you don't. Wargaming controls RNG. So, you know, it just baffles me how guys talk about, this tank is good, that tank is good, it's winning records, improve your record, do this, do that. Oh, fuck that. When fucking nobody fucking shoots at you. You're not that good. It's just that nobody's shooting at you. So I'm so sick of this stuff sometimes that comes out of, they talk about shit about premium tanks too, and they obviously have 0 life experience. I'm sorry to go off on these guys, but man, fucking makes what you like QB Quickie Baby says, I'm just a guy who makes a living in my pajamas, right? And do they all just fucking wear pajamas at work? Right? Not all of them have channels. I'm being facetious, right? Yeah. Like Quickie Baby, where most of these guys, I'm assuming, do have to work, right? They're not their channels aren't that big, especially on the console side. But like, do you have no life experience at all, or what? Because some of the stuff that comes out of their mouth is just bizarre, And the matchmaking they get is completely different. The teams that they get on their side, where the teams are good enough to support them and keep them from dying, but not that good that they're not able to excel. And the teams that they're upper games are just, my God, freaking horrible. Horrible. It's bizarre. I don't get that. Right? I have to struggle for a win most of the time. Very seldom I'm on a team. It does happen, of course, where, you know, I haven't really been able to do a damn thing and still won the game because I've been on a good team. A team who did see what was happening, who did see I was pinned down or killed early on, and yet we're still able to win the game without any contribution from me. So this stuff about controlling your win rate, it's absolute nonsense, man. Nonsense. It bugs me to no end in this fucking game, man. I shouldn't let it bother me so much because, you know, they are just guys who, you know, went to work wearing nothing but fucking pajamas most of their life, right? So. Sorry. But anyhow, I just wanted to put this together. I couldn't even get, 19 games it took me to get one column, one block of one column or one row. So I rolled that one today and shifted it to something different where I think the one where you have to get a Spartan medal or something like that, or you survive getting hit. No, not survive getting hit, but yeah, I guess you do have to survive it in order to get the medal, right? Where you get shot at so many times and block the damage. Those are much easier for me to obtain, but have ones where you survive with more than 50% of your health, well, forget it. I'm never going to come close to looking at that Cobra tank. if that has to be done all the time. So I gotta be using lots of re-rolls on this, and to me it's a pointless event anyway. I already have the Cobra and the rewards are not that great. So it's hardly even worthwhile, right? It's just another. I wish wargaming would actually work on the gameplay aspect of it, because when you got CCs running around saying, well, don't move forward. Yeah, they're telling people don't move forward. Well, then you're killing the gameplay of this. It's going to end up like World of Warships, right? Or nobody moves. They listen to these guys and nobody moves forward to shoot anybody. Anyhow, guy, there's another good teammate. Anyhow, screenshots upcoming, guys. Appreciate you listening. Thank you.